Hey guys, as you can see, I am not in my office, I'm actually on vacation. This is Ocean Isle right behind me, and I should probably be taking it easy, but the show must go on. I can't skip a week. I look forward to making this video every week, and this week I do have a bit of a surprise. I wanted to choose 5, and I should maybe not even do an EDC weekly, but I've chosen 5 submissions because there were so many. You guys came in clutch last minute, and I believe there were 200 submissions this month, so 5 this week. Let's do it. I'm going to try to keep my rambling to a minimum. This is the EDC Weekly. The first submission this week comes from Ethan VanCamp. I actually shared this one over on Instagram earlier in the week, or maybe last week. It's really quite nice. There's a lot of really nice EDC stuff that's really popular within the EDC community, and I had to just feature it in the video. But of course, this is about really nice knives, and this one has 2 really nice knives. So here we go. First up here, the wallet is the Hellbent 3.0 wallet, and attached to that is also a Hellbent titanium money clip. His watch of choice is the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean 45.5mm, and on that he has a Bond NATO strap. His pin of choice is the Fellholter TI Bolt Deluxe, and inside that he has Schmidt Easy Flow refills. His beard comb was made by John Gray, and that is a titanium beard comb. And his key organizer of choice is the key bar, but he has the carbon fiber show side on one, and on the other side it is anodized titanium. The top knife here is a Jake Hoback UHEP Quieback carbon fiber scale, and the knife below that one is the Chris Reeve large Sebenza 21 in Sino carbon fiber scale. And of course, to round it out, he has either a Galaxy S8 or S9. I don't know if it's a regular or plus, he doesn't mention it, but he does have a Galaxy phone for his daily carry. Ethan says, I like everything I carry to be incredibly overbuilt, but also lighter in weight, so I really like the carbon fiber and titanium options for any items if there are any. The billet aluminum wallet and titanium money clip from Hellbent holsters are way overbuilt and I know will last me a lifetime. The key bar fits all the keys that I need to carry on a daily basis and keeps the weight down. The carbon fiber Sebenza 21 is, in my opinion, the absolute perfect EDC blade. The profile of the Insino blade is perfect for everyday cutting tasks and doesn't scare anyone when it's pulled out. It carries incredibly well due to the reduced weight with the carbon fiber scale. The Quieback is an absolute tank, and I carry it in case I need a knife to get me out of a bigger situation. The Fellholter is a great pin to write with and feels phenomenal, and the Easy Flow refills write so smoothly it's such a joy to use. The Omega was my dream watch, and it's always let me know what time it is. The 8500 movement is a piece of art, and it's incredibly robust. The comb is a must for keeping the beard in check as well. I can't do that. Beard combs just don't go through my matted beard, no matter how much I try. I can only comb it as soon as I get out of the shower, and then after that, like 5 minutes later, untouchable. Can't do anything with it. Anyway, thank you, Ethan. This is a hell of an EDC. Thank you for sharing, and you now have a second entry into this month's giveaway, which I should have picked a winner today, but I didn't because I'm on vacation, so give me a break. Next up is a submission from Alex Marsh. You can find him on Instagram at thevil_in, or the villain. I imagine that's what he's going for there. This one is a pretty simple EDC, but it's got a really, really nice knife. First up, the knife here is the Hinderer XM18, a phenomenal blade, and then his card case or wallet choice here is the Oxford AT hand note card case in leather. His pen here is a Pilot Metropolitan fountain pen, and the flashlight is a 511 TMT PLX flashlight. His watch of choice is the Casio G7100D G-Shock watch, and at the very bottom of the picture is a cheap bandana with everything sitting on top, including his Tic Tacs. So again, very simple, succinct, compact, but really, really nice knife. Alex says, these are my recent EDCs for work. The XM18 opens boxes and envelopes, and the TMT is for inspecting those boxes. The Oxford and Pilot pen are for taking various notes. In logistics, we live and die by accurate time, so the G-Shock is my go-to. The bandana has a million uses, and the Tic Tacs are obvious. There you have it, pretty straightforward, but I do have to say that that is a really nice knife to just be opening boxes. If it were me, I'd be using a box cutter, like something like the TPT from Big Idea Design, but I mean, you do you, man. If you want a really expensive knife to open boxes, then that's what you want. Anyway, thank you, Alex, for sharing. You now have a second entry into this month's giveaway. Sorry I'm just blowing through these, but there are 5 this week, and I'm trying to get down there to the beach to do some surf fishing, so it Excuse me. The next submission comes from Reid Kantor. You can find him on Instagram at reid.kantor, Kantor. First up, we have the Apple Watch 2, and on that he has a generic leather strap. His flashlight of choice is the Olight i3T EOS, which I recently made a video about here on the channel. There's also a Fisher Space Pen bullet in chrome, and he keeps his keys on an Exotac free key ring. He organizes those keys with the espresso leather Orbit key, and on that Orbit key he also has the Orbit Key Multi-Tool 2.0. He also uses a Nitize locking carabiner, and on that he carries a Victorinox Classic SD. The featured knife here is the Benchmade 940-2, and then his wallet of choice is a Fossil leather bifold wallet. He carries an iPhone 6, and he has it in a generic leather case. So there is a nice little leather theme going on here, and Reid says, "Are you coming through?" Oh, I'll take a little pause. Reid says, "Hey Taylor, I'm in retail sales and I use each of these items every day, whether it's for work or for personal use. I use my Apple Watch to quickly check who texted me or is calling me without having to pull out my phone. In some instances, it just seems rude. I agree. It's also a great way to quickly check the weather. The tail switch on the Olight is nice and simple to use, and it allows me to mostly find my dog toys that have made their way under the couch or to see at night when I'm taking my dog out one more time before bed. The Fisher Space Pen is nice and compact, and I love how smoothly it writes. I use this to jot down notes throughout my day in stores or for really anything writing in general. My Orbit key organizer helps me keep my keys in the same order, and it also has a multi-tool mostly for opening bottles. The Victorinox gets the most use, whether it's using it as a less threatening knife option, cutting loose string off my clothing with scissors, or using the toothpick after lunch so I don't have something in my teeth for the rest of the day. The Benchmade 942 was my dream knife, and I have no regrets buying it. I use it mostly for cutting packages open at work, which I do literally all day. iPhone is used for everything from communicating to taking notes. In such a text-heavy world, it would be hard to get by without it. I agree. I don't go anywhere without my phone, and I agree with all those things about the Classic SD and the Fisher Space Pen. Love those things. Miss mine because I lost both of them. Seems to be a recurring theme, doesn't it? Anyway, thank you, Reid, for sharing. You now have a second entry into this month's giveaway, and now we're going into extra time. The next two submissions this week, and the last two of July. The next submission is from Bryan Wheeler. This picture was cut off a little bit, and I almost didn't choose it, but because of the knife, I had to. I had no other option. I had to. So, first up, the phone here is a OnePlus 5, which I haven't seen a OnePlus in quite a while on this show, and then he carries it in the OnePlus carbon case. And he also has a Rhino Shield screen protector on the front. His pen of choice here is a Uni Jetstream 0.38 pen, and he also has electric Knoxville polarized sunglasses. The highlight knife of this EDC is the Spyderco Spidy Chef titanium knife. It is really quite gorgeous. I love that knife. His wallet of choice is the Slim Fold Soft Shell Nano wallet, and he carries a Zippo matte black lighter. Inside that, he also has a Thunderbird butane insert. His watch of choice is the Casio G-Shock DW5600E, and he also has a gold wedding band, which he said was made by his friend. His earbuds of choice are the Whetstone UM1 in-ear monitors, and he has his keys on a Lucky Line figure 8 ring, and he also keeps a Tile Sport on there, so he does not lose them. Alright, Brian's got a lot to say. Here we go. The OnePlus 5 is inexpensive and awesome, like having the best design of an iPhone with the OS of an Android. It still has a headphone jack. The Uni Jetstream is handy for forms and signing receipts, cheap if lost, no need yet to carry a memo or a notebook with me, debating on adding. The electric Knoxville polarized sunglasses, perhaps the most essential item. I agree, I was not a big wearer of sunglasses until recently. I was here yesterday, I had my optic nerve eyewear sunglasses, which I've been wearing for like 6 months. I took them off and they just broke about 30 minutes after I took the picture from the Best Damn EDC Instagram yesterday. They just fell apart. So I immediately went out and found some more sunglasses. I had to buy some cheap ones because I'm not going to spend $150 on a pair of sunglasses because I'm so hard on equipment. Anyway, back to the point, the Spyderco Spidey Chef titanium knife. I picked it up a few weeks ago. Love Spyderco, and this knife is a great piece. This is the one splurge in my carry. The Slim Fold Soft Shell Nano wallet is a great wallet from a great company, can fit 14 cards with almost no added material thickness, durable going on 1.5 years and looks almost new. The watch is a simple, cheap, durable watch, kind of like carrying a cheap pen. It does what it needs to, and that's okay if lost. The custom gold wedding band was made by his friend at Heart Forged Rings. I imagine that's on Instagram. It was a 10-year wedding anniversary gift. Well, you have a really nice friend, or maybe it was your wife that gave it to you. I don't know, but still, you have nice people in your life. You have a little bird friend over here. You gonna come into frame, buddy? You gonna come over here? No? He just flew away. He don't like me. Tile has come in handy a few times and is unobtrusive. Well, there you go. Thank you, Brian. Love this EDC. Wish you had shot it just a little wider so you could have included everything. But anyway, Awesome stuff, really awesome knife. Thank you, and you now have a second entry into the July giveaway. I saved the most hateable, the most enviable for last. Sorry, not sorry. This last submission comes from Jordan Hardy. He did include an Instagram handle in his submission, but I couldn't find it. I went to Instagram and it did not exist. So this, for all I know, could be another troll, because you know what? I think I've had a few trolls that I actually have featured on the channel. So I hate you already. We're starting strong. First up here, we have a Rolex Submariner in 18 karat gold. Really, bro? Really? Then he keeps his money in a Tiffany money clip in 925 silver. Really? The knife of choice here, the highlight knife, is the Chris Reeves Small Sebenza 21, and he writes with a platinum Mont Blanc Meisterstruck pen. Really? Seriously? His handkerchief of choice is Ralph Lauren Polo. Sure, yeah. And then finally, Ban Aviators. That's the most normal thing on this list. Ray-Bans. Just throwing that out there. Jordan says, love your vids, Taylor, and glad EDC Weekly is back. That's the only reason I don't think you're a troll, and I don't really hate you, but I do. I take pride in the items I carry, as they are tools I use every day, and I can rest assured they will outlive me. A lot of these objects may seem expensive to some, but honestly make me happy, and that's what it's really all about. If you buy cheap, you'll pay twice. Keep up the great work, brother. You know what? Thank you, man. I do sort of agree in some things. Rolex, it will outlive you, that's for sure. But man, I don't have the funds for a $20,000 watch. Most people don't. So take pride in that watch. It's a really nice watch. Somebody said in a past EDC that I was hating because I couldn't afford some of the stuff in the EDCs. And no, I can't afford a lot of the things in a lot of the EDCs that are submitted, but I'm not hating. Just because I don't want something. I've never wanted a Rolex or an Omega or a Seiko. I've never really wanted one of those watches, and it's nothing against them at all. They're nice watches, it's just not my style. I love this Casio Pathfinder, I love my Timex Expedition, and I'm happy with those. But you do you, man. If you like Rolex and you can rock it, do it. Do it. But yeah, this knife, the Chris Reeves Sebenza, is super nice, obviously. All of the knives in this EDC Weekly were really, really nice. They stood out, and I wanted to feature them. I wanted to call out some of the best knives that have been submitted this month. And I probably overlooked some because there were so many submissions, and a lot of them are okay submissions with stellar knives. So it's hard to catch everything, but thank you all for submitting. Don't forget, you can submit. We are now in August, so if you submit now, you're in the next giveaway. But don't forget to submit. If you've got a really cool EDC, go ahead and submit. Go to edcw.co, submit, and if I like it, I'll feature it in a video, and you may just win something. So there you have it. Thank you all. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as I upload a new video. You can find the channel on Twitter and Instagram at BestDamnEDC. You can find me, Taylor Martin, on Twitter and Instagram at CasperTech. And don't forget my other channel, Modern Outdoor Dweller. You can find it on YouTube at that. You can just search for Modern Outdoor Dweller, or it's linked below. And you can find it on Twitter and Instagram at Mod Outdoor. So, with all that said, and until next week, carry on. I'm gonna go hit the beach and fish a little, so see ya. Oh.